What is up, my friends? My name is Echo Thrumi, and today I'm here with another deck highlight brought to us by AMR Hatem. You may know him from our head-to-head series, currently our 3-time champion, holding the title, and he has a deck for us today, guys, that's featuring that Executioner. He's sitting at 4806 cups with 2,376 legendary trophies, and his current deck that he's showing right here is not the deck that he's highlighting today. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get into the first replay before I give away if he wins or loses the battle, and it is right here. Let's watch this first replay, and you're going to kind of see the cards as they come, guys. Before I go any further, I want to thank all of you for coming down to the channel. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. AMR Hatem is on the top from Edgy Princess. That's his home clan, and he's working his way down. So as you can see, he has the Furnace, Fireball, Zap, Mega Minion, and the Ice Spirit in his deck. Then you see the Giant show his face. There are also two other cards in this deck, guys, which make it truly unique, which is why I wanted to feature it. The Executioner you see is coming up next, and the card following is the Prince. You don't see the Prince much anymore these days, so it was pretty cool to see the Prince thrown into this deck and see how well he works. So we have his Mega Minion and his Executioner working on that Giant, and now working on that Mini P.E.K.K.A. Mini P.E.K.K.A. is going to get taken out with help of that Zap spell, and here's the push. The Prince, Ice Spirit, Executioner on the tower, and the opponent is defending with a level 4 Executioner himself. This is challenge play right here. They're both leveled down to level 9, but the opponent does have a higher level Executioner. And the opponent's push is coming in right now with the Executioner Giant. Giant is distracted by that Furnace. Minions thrown on top of the Mega Minion of Hatem. And here comes a solid push by the opponent. He has to use his Fireball, Hatem does, just to get rid of those minions, and then the Giant only gets 2 strikes in the tower, so Hatem is still in the lead with his tower down to just under 600 hit points. Both are a little low on elixir and waiting for things to fill themselves up again. The whole idea behind this, guys, is that the Prince is obviously distracted by many things, goblins, skeletons, things of that nature. So if the Executioner is thrown behind the Prince, it will be able to clear the path and let the Prince focus on what it needs to be attacking, which is, nice zap by the opponent right there, which is the tower. So the Prince is being attacked by the opponent's Executioner. Now we have a Giant Executioner push by Hatem. This one's going straight to the tower. He's going to use that lightning spell, but it does not do much to the Giant. So this Giant is going to take 2 punches to the tower, taking it down. That's a 1 crown lead right there. 40 seconds left in this battle. Prince is pushing again. He's going to do a little bit of protecting of this left-hand lane rather than pushing down the other. Oftentimes, that is the smart play. So the Giant was saved right there as Daniel used a Zap spell to prevent that Prince from going on full speed into the Giant's belly. Prince is taken out. Mega Minion's being beaten on a little bit there, but then the Executioner retargets to the Giant, and the Mega Minion was able to take him out. Mega Minion, Prince push on the King's Tower. 1 poke, 2 pokes. That's a 3rd. There's a 4th, but that is the end of the game. Hatem brings home round 1 pretty easily right there, guys. And I'm going to take a look at this deck now that you saw the outcome of that battle. We can take a look at the deck, and it consists of the Mega Minion. Also has the Fireball, Executioner, the Giant, the Prince, the Furnace, Zap spell, and of course the Ice Spirit. I have one more replay to share with you guys that really shows this deck, and this was the final win for his 12-1 victory in the Grand Challenge. So we're going to watch it right now, see how he brings home the win. Hatem again is on top, working his way down. Looks as if he's playing against a very similar deck so far. I know it's not going to have the Prince in it, though. It can't have the Prince in it. No one uses the Prince anymore these days, right? Alright, so the opponent's playing a Giant Furnace deck that we could see so far. Hatem is playing the deck that we obviously just were speaking about. Prince going behind that Giant for Hatem, going to be pushing that left-hand tower. The opponent does have a giant executioner deck, but instead of the prince, he is playing the mini P.E.K.K.A that he's going to use to deal with tanks. Let's see how well this prince can counter everything that's incoming. The prince is going to get a shot off on the tower. Maybe, maybe not. The giant will get one hit before that mini P.E.K.K.A takes him out. Mini P.E.K.K.A is pushing that tower. Executioner on mini P.E.K.K.A. Let's see how this battle turns out right here. And with the tower and the executioner, it negated the mini P.E.K.K.A and negated the executioner as well. So actually the opponent earned themselves a 1 elixir advantage, being that the mini P.E.K.K.A only costs 4 while the executioner costs 5. Furnace dropped again by the opponent. I really hate playing against Furnace decks. It's just frustrating to me, the chip damage that they do over time. So it's like a thorn in your side, and you always have to deal with that before you can focus on the tower. So, and you know, I don't play Furnace decks. With being that it bothers me so much to play them, I should probably play them myself to put other opponents in my shoes. Nice log right there, knocking back that prince, but the prince does take out the tower. Okay, giant going on giant. The Furnace of Hatem is still standing and going to pick away at that giant over his walk, and then possibly even distract him for a few steps before it expires. Mini P.E.K.K.A coming in behind the giant, but the nice fireball and zap by the opponent there. Mini P.E.K.K.A is taken out. Prince is going to go in, poke at that giant, and then turn his way up the field and push that left-hand tower. Nice log by the opponent there, but the prince is going to get a hit. No, he's not. The mini P.E.K.K.A is thrown on top. Another giant push starting for Hatem behind his king's tower. And the furnace has been thrown. Those spirits as well as the tower should take it out, and yes, it does. Now we have the giant pushing towards the bridge, the executioner behind. And basically the same thing is showing by the opponent. But the prince is there beating on the giant. Our giant is being beaten on by some minions and that furnace and the executioner himself. But look at this push right here, guys. Prince, giant, executioner. Now just giants, executioner, and 1 fire spirit. But let's see how this giant can do. And look at this. 4 fire spirits pushing down that lane. An executioner behind the giant. That is going to slow down the furnace right there. Oh, retargeting to the executioner himself. Prince push. Mega minion behind. Prince pokes at the giant instead of the executioner. Nice save by the opponent. That was actually a good play. Giant's distracted by those 2 furnaces, so you know that giant isn't going anywhere. But then nice fireball by the opponent, trying to get some chip damage on the tower as well as the furnace. Executioner is beating on the opponent's executioner as it's distracted by the giant. Here comes the ice spirit and fire spirits from all over, as well as the executioner. Nice executioner play right there. Fireball on the furnace. Executioner beating on executioner. Prince pushing from behind the tower. King executioner pushed by the opponent, but the furnace again has been dropped. Mega minion on top of the opponent's executioner, and then you have the mega minion beating on the opponent's mini P.E.K.K.A. This is a long battle here, guys. We're 1 minute into overtime already. All Hatem needs to do is get 550 hit points off that left-hand tower, and he will have the victory. Nice zap and fireball. It's just about a fireball away, maybe a fireball and a zap away from a victory. So let's see if he's going to try and cycle back to those cards as he plays a little bit of defense. Yeah, looks like that's what's happening right here. He threw his ice spirit, slow things down. He's going to go with that fireball on the tower, and then the zap for the win. Really nice play. Nice seeing a deck that's very much out of the meta being played, using that prince and that giant with the executioner behind. So again, we're going to look at that deck one more time and give credit to Hatem, like I said, one more time. There is his stuff right there, all of his information, and the deck is shown right there on the left hand side. What I'd love for you guys to do is give this one a shot. Let me know if it's an executioner deck that you like playing, or if it's one that just kind of struggles for you. I have yet to find a deck that I am in love with playing as the executioner. Have not tried this one out yet, but after seeing how well Hatem did with it, I thought it was worth sharing with you guys. So guys, at this point, if you have enjoyed yourself in this episode, I hope that you decide to hit that subscribe button, and if you already are subscribed, please hit that like button to show support to the channel. And guys, as you already know, I come out with content every single day, Clash of Clans and Clash Royale. Thank you, Hatem, for coming down. I'll see all of you back here tomorrow. Until then, be good.